meditation. And then when my voice stops, the video will go off, and then you're invited to continue to meditate for as long as it serves you. So let's take a moment to prepare our meditation posture, which is really settling into our seat. And we can even kind of move around, sort of rocking side to side and back and forth until you find that place that feels comfortable and supported on whatever seat you are on. It's also really wonderful to sort of free your spine. And so if you can put something behind you so you can be a little more erect, then that can help you just sort of land into your body. Sometimes that means that putting a pillow behind your back so you're not sort of slouching back into the chair. You can also just invite your body to soften, perhaps take your shoulders up and back and down so your shoulder blades become more firm on your back, and that opens the chest, the area of the heart, and we're going to be talking about the heart today. And then you could soften your jaw, soften that spot between your eyebrows, allow your gaze to soften. If it's comfortable, you can close your eyes. And then you could begin to pay attention to your breath as it goes in and comes out. Just pay attention to the quality of your own breath. Is it full? Is it shallow? Are the inhale and the exhale the same length? Or is one longer than the other? And just invite your breath to help you soften even more and take you more deeply into this time of quiet and communion. And so today, as we contemplate, we will take a challenge by Mark Nepo from his article in this month's Science of Mind magazine, in which he asks us to do some inner examination, to really consider in this time of harvest and letting go as the leaves fall from the trees, making compost for growth in the spring, that there may be some things that are standing in our way, to just take a gentle look at those and see if we're willing to let them go. To look at those places that we may feel disconnected and see if there's something that we are guided to do so that we can feel all the connection that we have to life, because we are always connected to the living spirit, to each other. There is no way that we are separated from any of that, although sometimes we can feel it as if we are. So what is the guidance that is available to us. And where does that come from? And what he suggests is that we seek out the teacher of the heart to follow the heart as our teacher. And what he says is that the heart's process of renewal and connection is the oldest and most reliable resource that we have. He says following the heart as our teacher leads to an inner exploration we each must map for ourselves. I'm going to read that again. He asks us to follow the heart as our teacher because the heart's process of renewal and connection is the oldest and most reliable resource we have. Following the heart as our teacher leads to an inner exploration we each must map for ourselves. And he says that we can do this by asking ourselves in the quiet of contemplation and meditation these questions. So that's what we will do. We will sit with these questions in our meditation today, not forcing answers, but asking our heart, our center, what it has to reveal. Knowing that answers do come in myriad forms and at exactly the right time, in the right place. So even in this moment of communion, if no clear answer comes, know that because we are willing to sit with our contemplation, we will receive the answer, because the heart, the center, the living spirit within us is unceasingly responsive to us. And so we ask with an open heart, what within us needs to be repaired? What is it within us that needs to feel the connection that is already there, but may be missing in our consciousness? What is that link that needs to be repaired? Is there something within us that needs to be dismantled? Is there a belief that we are holding on to that no longer serves us? Is there a belief that we know is not the complete truth? Is there a thought pattern that keeps us stuck? What is it within us that needs to be dismantled? We ask our hearts what this may be and how to gently dismantle, perhaps brick by brick, thought by thought, pattern by pattern. And then as we do, in this beautiful philosophy of religious science, of spiritual living, we end our inquiry affirmatively. In a place of visioning. And so the last question is, what is it within us that needs to be, that can be reimagined? And we open with this question to possibility. We use our creative imagination, stirred by our heart, to see what is new, what is possible. And then we sit in joyful expectancy that our questions are already answered. And we end with a blessing. The blessing I wish for everyone, Mark Nepo says, is you are given more life for having an expansive and well-tuned heart. That you are given more life for having an expansive and well-tuned heart.